Hello everyone and welcome back to Let's Play No Man's Sky Permadeath Edition. I'm your host, Colors Fade. It's episode 6. We're on this planet. We just got the hyperdrive blueprint plans. We just got the antimatter blueprint plans, and so now we're in the process of mining. And mining a bunch of copper. And this is awesome because this is ferrite dust and carbon. So it's hard not to be happy with that. Oh my goodness, how good is that? And this little airless world has minimal sentinels, so it should make it pretty easy for us to do our thing. There's another big stack of carbon over here. Copper, which we need to make chromatic metal, which we need to make the antimatter, which we need to get back to our base. There's just ferrite dust and carbon, it seems. That's pretty funny. And these big things, yeah, pure ferrite. I need the big laser. Where is my ship? There it is. So make sure I'm walking back in the right direction here. What do we have here? Chromatic metal. How much more of this do we have? Copper. Make that. What is that thing over there? Anomalous animal. Female, submissive. Likes nitrous oxide. Don't we all? Oh, there's a cave. Seen a sentinel yet. It's kind of amazing. Since carbon is the secondary element. Oh, I don't know if I can get out of that cave. I don't think so. That's a pretty high jump. And you can terrain manipulate your way out of it, but I don't want to have to do that if I don't have to. Planets like this, these airless planets, are usually pretty good for one thing, and one thing only. They're not very diverse. And in this case, this one's set up very nicely with all the ferrite dust and copper. There's another big slag of it over there. But there's not enough carbon for you, really. stay fully charged very well. And there's nothing else on this planet to help us out too much. There's a little caverino there. Not quite. Might as well pick this up while we're here. This is the early part of the game, is when chromatic metal is just difficult to get a hold of because you have to refine it yourself later on when you find out. Oh, this is gold. I guess I could take this. Because nothing else. I could sell it. I can't remember. Gold seems to be like the one thing I don't think is used for very much. I might be wrong about that. Like silver, I know you can put in a refiner and actually turn into glass, which is very useful. Gold is usually needed to repair frigates, but your frigates only need repair if you don't understand how to fleet them up and send them on missions. Otherwise, you should rarely have to repair them. And when I did my first Permadeath playthrough, the one where I got the achievement and got all the way to the center of the galaxy, the one thing I avoided doing was even messing with freighters and frigates and sending them on missions, because I knew if my frigates came back from a mission wounded, I was going to feel compelled to go try and fix them, and that's how you fall into space and die. I guess I should hit the analysis visor and see if there's anything else here worth it. There's metal fingers. There's my portable refiner. Some ships. There's not much else on this planet, is there? Gold deposit. Copper way off in the distance. More copper way off in the distance. Okay. Well, let's get the hell out of here. We've spent enough time on this desolate rock. Don't you? Where's my refiner? There it is. How much more is there? There's gold. What happens if I put gold in there? Oh, we get pyrite from it. Okay. I think we're kind of done. Let's see. Antimatter. We need condensed carbon, which we're out of now. I gotta go to a different planet to get that. Where are those metal fingers at? They're way up that hill. And it's still not that far away. Might as well go see. Yeah. So we'll go find a planet with a little more life on it. Since I used the condensed carbon to power my refiner, that was a little bit of a mistake. What is that down there? Gold deposit, don't care. Metal fingers. Is this a bad thing? Oh, these are gold. Oh. What's this one? Uranium, I don't care about. Gold. 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 I don't care. You are not impressing me with your gold-plated middle fingers. So where would be the next hot planet in this galaxy to go? There were a bunch of them, and none of them looked too awesome. I guess the frozen planets usually have a lot of trees that have a ton of carbon on them, so there might be some condensed carbon somewhere among them. What is this unknown planet? Hymal planet. It's a cold one. Right, so there's this guy. What's this look like? Caustic planet. We were on that one, weren't we? Yep, we discovered this. And then there's like one behind it. There's this guy really far away. What is he? Abandoned planet. Cactus flesh. I like those planets. It also has copper on it. Desert planets are actually some of my favorites. Obviously, any kind of viridescent or bountiful or paradise planet without hostile sentinels is going to be my favorite, but I've had the next best luck on desert planets that have the cacti around them. And you can see it's got copper and sodium and cactus flesh, and it'll have a bunch of carbon on it. And the landscape won't be cluttered with too much stuff. So I can make some antimatter housing while we're on our way over. What's this cost to make? Oxygen. I need 5 of those. Abandoned planet. This is like phase 1 of the game, which is getting up to the point where you can get your base built and get a functioning hyperdrive, and then phase 2 is kind of, in my opinion, phase 2 is trying to get yourself optimum ships. For me, I prefer to have one really good hauler with max slots, a 48 slot hauler, and then one 38 slot fighter that's either an A class or an S class, so it's got the pontoons on the side. And then after that, it's just trying to, for fun, just collecting exotics. So that's like phase 2. Once you get that and you get those ships decked out, then you can, and that part of that process of doing that is going through trade with whatever ship you've got and making it work. Maybe trying to find some other ships. So that was shiny, but it's like some of the deposit. Alright, so let's do this. Oh, I don't have, I keep thinking I have a scanner, a trade scanner, but I don't. So what do we have? Oh, there's navigation data down there. Let's grab it while we're here. Set down on the planet and see what it's like. Baked, regular, full. It's got a lot of flora and fauna. It's got these little rat-like creatures running around. Camouflage rats. They're shy and they eat mordite roots. Okay. You have plenty of flora here. Carbon. So see if we can find some. There's some carbon plus up there. So let's go get that. Since that's what we're really after. I like all of this. As long as things don't try to eat me. What's this guy here? He's kind of bullish looking. Timid. He looks mean, but he's not. Oh, I can't get this. Oh, I can get this stuff. I can't get the big piece. I can get the little pieces. And before somebody says yes, just get a whole bunch of little carbon and refine it. I know. You can do it that way. I'm just looking for the obvious stuff first. Alright, how many of those can I make? 2. Let's see if I can make some more. These are always nice little planets to build bases on if you want to. I mean, they work pretty good. And you can see the weather's really nice. I'm sure a storm will come up at some point in time, but it's not like the weather here is going to be any worse than on the really nice lush planet where I built my base. There's some over there. Oh, what is this? These guys could eat you. If they're hostile, I gotta move. Far-sighted. Far-sighted, what does that mean? That's their behavior. They're far-sighted. Okay. Does that mean they're gonna eat me from a long way away or not? Oh, look at this. 10's plants. 4 of 9. Okay. Making some progress on the old Oh, we got some birds overhead. Can we identify any of these guys? Okay. How much space do I have? Oh, I've got enough. I can grab all this navigation data. Who are you, little buddy? Hasty. I would say he's running pretty good. This is a good little planet, actually. Kind of liking it. Let's see what we can see. Organic rock. A buried technology module. Some cargo drop. Oh, there's a monolith. I mean, not a monolith. A language thing over here. Let's do that. Carbon and oxygen? They're liking you. Look at this planet. Even at night, the temperature minus 58 Fahrenheit. Oh, so it's getting cold. How cold? Yeah, it's getting cold enough that our suit is kicking in. accept the knowledge of the Viking. Now I can start learning their language. Okay. Anytime I have a plant that gives me carbon and oxygen, I'm pretty excited about it. I want that buried technology module. I don't think it's going to be a big task to get it. But before I do, I'm going to go down to my ship. And have we seen a sentinel since we showed up? No. This is kind of rare, for one thing. Alright, it wants me to craft the antimatter. Warp cell. Fuel the hyperdrive. I will do that in a minute. I also want to look for stuff while we're here. While we're here, we have to look. We got some navigation data. We might as well make use of it. First, let's do that. Is there anything close by? What is that? Transmission tower. Hey, okay. Let's see about distress frequencies. Abandoned building. That doesn't help too much. But we might go visit it. And then let's do one more. I want to look for habitable outposts. In case there's a minor settlement nearby. And there is. Awesome. He may have a gun for us. So let's go see him first. But not until, very quickly, I'm gonna run over here and get this. Hey, what was that? Plant? Oh yeah, that plant ate me. Okay. Where was it? Right there. Alright, let me go up here and get this oxygen first. I'm liking this planet quite a bit, though. Oh, no! Oh, no, 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 no. No, 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 what tried to eat me? What tried to eat me? Oh my god, what was that thing? Okay. Change of plans, minor settlement. Whoa. That was... I am not taking any unnecessary risks. Oh my gosh, that thing just about whacked me. Wow. Okay, I'm breathing a little more intensely now. What was that? Oh, just since I highlighted one, it's going to highlight all the rest of them. Oh my gosh, that was... Here I was thinking that everybody's going to be pretty friendly towards me. And that thing was like, no, I'm going to eat you. Please, please land. Oh my gosh. Dude. I hit that button 3 times. And that's what it did, is park me there. Okay, I'm not going to bother with it. It's dumb. That's just when the game is just being ridiculous. Okay, some more navigation data, and what is this? Ooh, it's a 22 B slot multi-tool. It's a nice one, but it's more money than I can spend, so. Where, my ship's right there. Now let's do you right like that? I know that's a, you know, this game is full of navigation, dude. I'd rather do that. What is that? Copper. Oh man, while we're here, we kind of have to grab it. I don't want anything to eat me though, so let's do this. I need to make room for that. Microprocessors can go to the starship. Salvage technology can go to the starship. Starship launch fuel can definitely go to the starship. Soaks in the dihydrogen jelly. Okay. Are we seeing any creatures that we didn't see before? And what is that? That's an abandoned building a long way away, and that's buried technology. Not trying to be greedy. There is a whole bunch of copper here. Keep my eyes peeled for whatever kind of creature that was that tried to eat me earlier. 'Cause that was not. Alright, that's all I got. Oh, hey. I see some more. Condensed carbon, I think. Oh no, it's just. There's gotta be an oxygen thing over there. Oh, there we go. Condensed carbon. Sweet. There's a bunch of it right there. Oh, there's 2 houses out here. I should go see what those are about. Shouldn't we? Oh, what's that over there? Pyrite deposit. In building. Okay. Not done with this episode yet. Oh, it's an empty house. That's lame. There's nothing in here? You kidding me? Oh, I don't want to waste chromatic metal on that. That's not happening. Alright, I'd really like to get that buried technology module, but I don't want to get my butt destroyed by whatever critter that was. Well, that's quite a ways out there, actually. Hey, who are you? I'm not gonna spend my time dealing with that when I can get eaten. So, here's what we're gonna do. I'm gonna call an end to this episode. I'm gonna fix this. Alright folks, as always, if you guys like the content, please subscribe to the channel. If you have a question or comment, drop it down below. I will see you guys next time. Thanks for watching.